Hello everyone. So in this video of States of Matter chapter, I'm going to talk about aqueous tension, then deviation from ideal behavior, kinetic molecular theory of gases, and compressibility factor. Let's start. Aqueous tension. A vapor is a gas in a contact with a liquid of a same substance. For example, the gas above the surface of liquid water is described as water vapor, and the pressure of a water vapor is known as vapor pressure. Suppose the liquid water is placed into a container and air above is pumped away and the container is sealed. Then the liquid water evaporates and only water vapor remain on the above space. After sealing, the vapor pressure increases initially, then slow down as the same water molecule condenses back into the liquid state. After a few minutes, the vapor pressure will reach to its maximum, which is called as saturated vapor pressure. We all have learned in chemical equilibrium chapter. And the pressure exerted by saturated vapor pressure is called aqueous tension. And when a gas is collected over water in a closed container, it gets mixed with the saturated vapor pressure in that space. So the measured pressure the measured pressure is corresponds to is corresponded to the pressure of the mixture of gas and the saturated vapor pressure in that space. So the pressure of pure and dry gas can be calculated by using aqueous tension. It is obtained by subtracting the aqueous tension from the total pressure of a moist gas. So pressure of dry gas will be equal to the pressure of total pressure minus aqueous tension. Now, kinetic molecular theory of gas. What are the assumptions of kinetic molecular theory of gas? It is actually a theoretical model which would explain the behavior of gas. And the first postulate is gases are consisted of gases consist of the large number of identical particles which are so small and very much far apart, and the actual volume of the molecules of the gas is negligible in comparison to the empty space between them. There is no force of attraction in between the particles of gas at ordinary temperature and pressure. This is the another postulate. And the third postulate is particles of gas are always in constant and random motion. Pressure exerted by the gas is the result of the collision of the particles with the walls of container, which we know that, and the collisions are perfectly elastic, which means the total energy of gaseous particles remain unchanged even after the collision. At any particular time, different particles in a gas have different speed and hence different kinetic energy. So, in kinetic theory, it is assumed that average kinetic energy of a gas molecule is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Now, deviation from ideal behavior. An ideal gas is the one which used to follow Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro law, or we can say it used to follow gas equation. If we take 1 mole of any gas, if it is ideal, then N would be equal to PV upon RT. So, if I am taking 1 mole of that gas, the ratio of PV and RT should be 1. And it should be at all pressure. If the gas is not obeying ideal gas law, the ratio would be either greater than 1 or less than 1. Such gases are called real gases. Now, reason behind deviation. The deviation from ideal behavior is observed at high pressure and low temperature. It is due to the two reasons, and reason number one is the intermolecular attractive forces are not negligible in real gases. It is there. They do not allow molecule to collide the container with full impact. This results decrease in pressure. And at high pressure, the molecules are very much close to each other, and short range of repulsion force start operating, and molecule behave as small but hard spherical particles. And at very low temperature, the molecular motion becomes slow and the molecules are attracted to each other due to attractive force. So here again the behavior of real gases deviate from the ideal gas. If we see the pressure and volume plot, we will see the deviation with respect to pressure and versus volume at a given temperature for real and ideal gas. Now, how do we calculate this deviation? Deviation from ideal behavior is calculating in terms of compressibility factor represented by capital Z. The deviation from ideal behavior is measured in terms of Z and its value is PV upon nRT. If we are saying the value of Z is greater than 1, that means the volume of molecule cannot be neglected as the gas is difficult to compress. Whereas if at lower pressure the gases have Z equals to 1 or Z is less than 1. Under these conditions, the molecular volume is negligible and gases are compressible. In such conditions, gas used to show ideal behavior.